Good evening once again, ladies and gents. Gex doing another slightly ropey unboxing. I say slightly ropey because the lighting in here is not great. I've got to take advantage of the fact that my two housemates are out on a girls' night out, so I've got to kind of take advantage of the fact and make use of the space. But anyway, we're going to do Dead Space 2 Collector's Edition, which yeah, as I say, I haven't got Dead Space 1, but I have got Dead Space 3 as well, the Developer's Edition, which I'll... Developer's Edition, which I'll show you at some other point. But anyway, Dead Space 2. And the focus is probably going to be even worse on this, because it's in a sort of shiny box, and the camera probably won't like that. But anyway, this is what it says. Bring the terror to space. So, of course, it's Isaac Clarke and all that malarkey. Visceral Games. R.I.P. Visceral Games. So that's essentially what it looks like, cover and back. You've got not a lot on the side. And then on that side you can follow the kind of the thing from his plasma cutter that goes all the way around there. But anyway, that's just the kind of box art. Now it opens up and you've got a kind of schematic of the plasma cutter inside. Tells you a bit of information about it. It's as though you're buying it almost, and you'll see why they've done it like this in a minute if you don't already know what's in here. So yeah, it's got diagrams and stuff, and it tells you a bit about it. So there's information. You can pause and read it if you can manage to find a moment when the camera focuses for once. But anyway, this part slides out. So I'm gonna just take this part out. Bear with me 2 seconds. And this is inside. So this is the cover that we saw a minute ago. So I'm just getting rid of that. It's like a sleeve essentially. So here we go. So we got this. That's the other side of the kind of plasma beam that you can see is cutting into some necromorphs there. And there's on the back of it there is Isaac Clarke, which is just what we saw before. And so you follow his plasma cutting beam round, and it's kind of cutting up some necromorphs. And that's it. There's nothing on the other side. There we go. Anyway, we're going to open this. Now, obviously, of course, first of all, you get the disc, of course, the game, Collector's Edition, Dead Space 2, yada yada yada. Nothing too exciting. You've got 2 discs in here. Bit of an advert for Dragon Age, of course, because it's EA, you know, and of course they're trying to make as much money as possible. So disc 1 and disc 2. Special collector's edition of disc 2, which has got the usual making of and all that kind of guff on there. Again, nothing too exciting about the actual game disc. There is something in the box in a minute which you'll see, which is the main reason that I bought this. But anyway, so that's the game disc. And then, actually there's a couple of things. I'll show you this first of all. It's just a brief kind of card lithograph thing of like a kind of a scene, because there's a whole graphic novel series based on this. Downfall and Aftermath, I believe. There's nothing on the back, it's just like a postcard essentially. But yeah, the graphic novels and in fact the anime are well worth watching. I'm not an anime fan, or in fact a fan of graphic novels, but I would strongly recommend the Dead Space ones because they are very good. But anyway, that's that. You get that collector's card thing inside there. And then, here we go. Probably the wrong way round. Of course it's the wrong way round. But anyway. Hang on, I think I've forgotten something else. Oh, of course, hang on. Oh, well, I'll get to that in a moment. Very professional, this, isn't it? Anyway, if I turn this round, this is actually like a kind of replica plastic plasma cutter type thing. I forgot what it was called then. In a little tray. And this is the plasma cutter. It's only a little diddy thing. It's got little kind of moving parts there and there. However, it has got some batteries in it. They completely ruined the surprise there. It has got some batteries, and it's got like a kind of 3 beam effect there, and a kind of torch. So you've got your LED, your white LED there, and then you've got 3 individual green LEDs there. It doesn't show up too well in this light, but I don't know if I can get it to zoom. But yeah, not very well. Let's try swapping it over. Let's see. No, you can't really see in this light. But I noticed if you smoke or vape or anything like that and then shine it through, you get these kind of beams of light coming out. But you know, it's quite a little cool touch. I mean, it's not obviously to scale, as you can see. I mean, you know, it's considerably smaller than the picture. Where's the picture of him holding? There we go. So you see the picture of him holding the plasma cutter on the box there, and you compare that to the size of the one here. But it's still a cool little thing. Very fragile. I think these could easily snap off. So you've got to be a little bit cautious with that. But still, as I say, not a bad little thing. There we go. You can see the 3 dots on the box cover there. And yeah, you got batteries, the replaceable batteries that go in the handle. This part comes off. and you can change the batteries. I think it's AAA batteries, I think it takes. But anyway, that's nearly everything you get in a collector's edition. The only other thing that's worth mentioning, really, I forgot about this, is you get, of course, a hard copy soundtrack. It has a list of all the various tunes that you get in Dead Space. So there we go. You got a quick glance at a glimpse of them before the camera unfocused. I don't know what it is. Something about when you hold things up close. As you can tell what type of camera I've got, because it's got the little blue lights at the side that you may recognise if you have one of those. But we just move that and then put it back in. You might get a quick refocus. No, of course. Oh, there we go. So yeah, as I say, it's unusual nowadays that you get the hard copy one, which has actually got the disc of the soundtrack. There we go. So that's what the disc looks like. Because nearly always it's a digital download. But anyway, that is Dead Space 2 Collector's Edition. There we go, that's what you get. I'll pack it all together in a minute. And the Dead Space 3 Developers Edition, which I've got, which was only available in the US actually, and quite a limited run of them. I will show you that. There's a lot more in that, and it's one of my favourite collector's editions. It's kind of my pride and joy of all my collector's editions, but you shall see anyway. It's got a lot of stuff in, but well worth a look, but that'll take some unpacking. But anyway, thank you very much for watching this part. I hope you enjoyed. Check out my other videos. I've got mostly gameplay videos with a few unboxings with more to come. So yeah, take care of yourselves, and I shall see you again very soon.